Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Car Talks with your host, me, Mr. John Clement. On my way, headed to work right now, and just wanted to give a recap of my third month here with the Bayou Bbq business. Just to keep a record and let you guys know how things are moving and progressing or stagnating, but just to give you a general idea of how things are going. All right, so number one thing, December slowed down a lot. Winter kicked in, and of course, with winter here in Utah, we get snow. If you haven't seen the snow, just go in the forecast or look behind me or around me. You'll see snow all over the place. Right now, there's places that are packed with so much snow that you could barely see over the snow because of them piling up the snow and it not stopping or melting, but just getting more and more snow. So with that, coming all the way out here from out of the main part of town where people are working is slowing my lunch down and also dinner. So what I had to do was try to find some other alternative ways to get customers or get to the customers. So one of the ways I did that is that I looked into doing what's called a pop-up at one of the local markets. It's kind of like a little flea market. So I looked into that. All of this is actually prepping towards spring. So I purchased a lot of items, things to get ready for spring while it is winter now, because a lot of things are cheaper going into Christmas. Stuff will be a little cheaper on sale. So I ended up buying a lot of items, reinvesting back into the business to be able to have a better business once the spring starts. Because when spring starts, all of the weekend events happen, all of the festivals. I'll be able to get out in some of the markets and be able to set up out there and sell. So I'm preparing for spring. And the best time to prepare for spring is the winter. Don't wait until spring to try to prepare for spring. So that was the second thing, prepare for spring. Third thing, I was able to do 2 pop-ups in December in that small flea market. And the first one I did, we grossed about a little bit over 600. The second one, we grossed a little bit, about almost $850, almost $900. Now, in that pop-up, we did mac bowls. The first one, I learned a lot from the first one. What people want and what people don't want. And that's another big thing. You always have to be learning. So first one I went to, I brought the mac bowls. I brought pulled pork and brisket to make the Sammys. I brought waffle dog maker. I brought candy waffles to make candy waffles. Brought hot chocolate, the sodas, and the chips. Okay. Second pop-up, I brought gumbo. I brought the mac bowls, which they love. And we made the Sammys, the brisket and the pulled pork Sammys. And I also threw in the dessert this time. I brought some banana pudding. So learned a lot at that, and it was mostly new customers. Got to meet the mayor. He came twice to eat from me. But you just have to realize that folks don't get this food anywhere else. It is something that they can't get anywhere else. So I have to take that into mind and continue to be the one providing that food for that market, because I have a monopoly on that market. There's no Cajun cooks around here. All right, so that was number 3. Those 2 pop-ups, which were very successful, which helped to add more income. I also did a catering event, a drop-off catering event for one of the local businesses in early December, and they wanted a seafood and crab boil, which was very good for me. It's like $1,500 gross after everything's somewhere around almost $1,000 net. So really good, and it once again showed me possibilities, because I'm going to be looking into doing more catering later. All right, so number 4 thing, I did find a possible partner, because one of my business expansion ideas is to be able to set up in multiple places in the same day. So basically like at Smith's and at another spot. But in order to do that, once again, I can't be in two places at the same time. So I would need someone else who is food handler qualified, manager qualified actually, to be able to run one setup while I run another. And that is a possibility right now. I found a young kid who's out of work. He came and helped me during a couple of pop-ups. And if he gets all this stuff together, then it's going to go. If not, once again, I'll continue to adjust and proceed as necessary. But I want to be able to expand and also minimize work for myself. So how I'm going to minimize the work for myself is the person is going to work with me first, still get a profit of the business, but I'll be there to manage and supervise and make sure things, the quality is the same height. Then I'll move to a different portion. That person will also be working with me on events, because events is where the majority of the money is going to come from. Also looking into, there's a concession stand in the baseball field here in town, and there during the summer, those baseball fields, there's like 6 of them. They're always packed. People coming from all over playing softball and baseball. So that's something that I'm preparing for also. Number 5, I bought a Big Dog concession cart. That concession cart is basically a mobile kitchen. I'm hoping to be able to get it licensed as being able to do licensed catering. Because if I can do the licensed catering, I can go anywhere and cater. I can set up anywhere because now I am licensed. As long as that business has asked me to come over and they have people that are willing to come and pay, I can go out there, set up, have my food out there and sell my food. If not, I'll have to do the special event or the single event. I forgot what it's called in the county. But you pay $100 and you get 14 days to work out of that area and $10 each additional day, which is something I've already planned for, because if I don't get everything like I want, that'll be what I do at the grocery stores. But as far as the events, you're always paying the same thing no matter what. So it doesn't matter for the events. But for local stuff, that is, I don't know why would you not put your signal light on before you want to hit the brakes? People drive crazy and we're in snow. So see, that could have been an accident right there. All right, so that was about the Big Dog. So the Big Dog is from a hot dog cart store, but it is a mobile kitchen. You can use it to cook anything. So with that in mind, I'll be able to do a lot of different things with it. Take it with me to catering, dropping it off with the people with all the stuff they want in it for events. It has its own steam table, so I don't have to bring my my little pan steam table set up for it. So that's another big plus. So finally, the last thing, I started getting all my taxes and stuff together, getting all the paperwork together, all of printing out everything, marking everything. Really important this year because I really want to make sure that I'm right with the taxes, and that I show the right thing. I don't want to. We never evade taxes, but as a business owner, one of the perks is to not have to pay taxes. Because I do still have a job, and I just went through my numbers with my purchases in the businesses, I'm at a deficit with most of my businesses right now. And what that allows me to do now is, because I've also paid in taxes through my job, the government will owe me taxes, a return. So that's one of the benefits of being a business owner, is being able to reduce your tax load and have tax breaks and benefits because of having a business. So we're already here in 2023. My goal is to expand to be able to have at least 2 operations going at one time by this year, to be able to do at least 6 events this year. Probably have a lot more, but if I can get into that concessionaire spot on the baseball field, that might be the only thing I need to do almost the whole year, because that place is hopping and popping. And the same thing with the place where I do the pop-ups right now. That it only cost me $25 to do that pop-up, and she advertises it and I advertise it. And once again, just having the right food for the people, something they can't get, that locked in crowd, that is perfect for me right now. So that's an update right now on the end of month 3 for Bayou Bbq. I'll let you know how things going into this new year, but big plans and a lot of stuff I'm trying to get accomplished, and partnering with folks so I can save my time but maximize the amount of money that I make. So I'll talk to you on the next one.